And that's much more brighter. Keep me close. Welcome to our new series where we are analyzing divas and divas of the past, divas of the new age. And tonight I want to look at Rhianna, because Rhianna and her soft palette is something where I would really like to look into it, because usually she sings with a little lowered or drooped down soft palette. So the soft palette can cause a lot of trouble, and tonight I want to explore that with you. And I make the first stop here because we have that lift me up. So there's multiple ways how can you really lift up that note. Now what we have here is actually a very comfortable note, but we have that soft palette drop down. This is her singing style. So usually someone would sing, or I would teach them to sing a little bit more lift me up, with a little bit clearer up and a better to lift me up. So they would be more on the brighter side of the note. Having the soft palette down, the problem is that you can be very, very fast off pitch, and you can be super flat. Even though you are hitting the right note, but you are sounding flat. Let me explore that for you again. So this is the note. I-O, I-O, that's the soft palette too much down on that note. Oh, Now I close completely the soft palette and it touches the tongue. Now what happens with that lift me up? Exactly that. Lift. You can go a little bit more into that lift me up. So this is something that I would teach, especially when they have a problem with their soft palette, because when the soft palette is too much lower down, it can just sound like a trumpet a little bit, can sound very metallic also in some cases. Let's continue to explore. And that's much more brighter. Keep me close. Safe. And that was all a little bit close. Burning in a hopeless street. I think it was a little bit too narrow. I would have given it a little bit more freedom, especially for the singers that come in and they struggle, even especially with hitting notes and projecting in chest voice. And I would go a little bit more, make it a little bit more open on the vowel. Burning is very tense, and it could cause you to push a little bit more with the diaphragm and overall with different muscles. So yeah, that's with that. Also, if your mouth and the muscles around your mouth, we need 33 muscles in a hello to produce just the hello. That's insane, right? So here in that case, I would give it a little bit more support with the muscles. Now here, when she's doing the ad-libs, she doesn't give it too much force, and it sounds much more cleaner and clearer. Lift me up, and that's much more easier for her. For a lot of students, it's easier when they don't have now to give it a little bit more of intensity. All right, let's continue. And that's much more open. Drowning in an endless sea. I think there were a little bit some because I was listening to that performance already. There was some knurling there, very, very light, because it's that narrow and because the tongue doesn't have enough space now for articulation. So what we want to do when we sing, and we want to keep it clean. Let's say someone comes in and want to learn the basics of singing, they do have to open up their mouth a bit more, 2 fingers wide, and keep the jaw loose, because what happens is that the tongue will move in the back and will suppress the larynx and press the larynx down and create and will cause tension, and that's the problem overall. So what we don't want to do is we want to create freedom. So this whole rolling of some R's and let's, well, whatever, some Germans are likely to do that. This can cause a lot of trouble, especially when singing.
Keep me in the strength of your arms. Keep me safe.
Yeah, and that was very beautiful, the head voice. Safe and sound. And very clean and very beautiful and very wide and open. And you need that space when you go into head voice, otherwise it's anatomically not really possible and it can be difficult.
Lift me up in your arms. I need love, I need love, I need love. Hold me.
Yeah, there's a lot of cry quality into it. With like, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. There's a lot of cry quality, and it's a lot of, I would give it like a few ad-libs where it has some shouting quality as well, because I think of the crying and of the soft palate a little bit dropped down. But obviously overall that is her style, right? This is the way she's going, and if we look into much more singers, they have a little bit of some soft palate drop down, like Manskin, it's a soft palate down here as well. So what we have here, when she goes into the head voice, she's opening her mouth more. What I also notice is that short breathing, yeah, the clavicular breathing here, and it probably might be because, you know, she's wearing something tight. I cannot clearly see it, but what I can see is that she has this short breath going on. It's not unusual for singers on stage when they wear certain costumes that don't allow them to go into diaphragmatical breathing. But I would always obviously suggest to go to the healthy breathing, diaphragmatical breathing, where you can work with your resisting muscles when it comes to breathing from the torso. Yeah, so let me know in the comment section if you like that style of video and which divas you want to explore next. And maybe we can do some comparisons, because I would love to do that. Hashtag weaponize your voice, get strong, and kick ass.